This is TW Battles doing an online commentary for Napoleon Total War. Let's take a look at my army. There's some Cossacks, some Russian Jaegers, 6-pound horse artillery. Let's see, some Opolchini. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like four units of them. And we got some musketeers. 1, 2, 3 units of them. Make that 4. 5 units of musketeers. Some grenadiers. The 20-pound unicorn. Let's take a quick look at this gun. That's a very, very large gun. It's going to do a lot of damage in this battle. We'll take a look later. Russian Jaegers. And some more Jaegers. Lifeguard horse. Very cool unis. And some Cossack cavalry with their spears. Let's take a quick look at the general unit. And there's the general unit. Okay, let's take a look at the Austrian army. It's raining pretty hard here in Siberia. Hungarian hussars, some Landesschützen, another unit of them, unit of German Fusiliers. Take a look in the back here, some 12-pound foot artillery. Some Hungarian Fusiliers, another unit of German Fusiliers, bunch of Fusiliers. Let's take a look in the back there. There's the general staff. Some cuirassiers looking to go around my flank there. Some Landwehr, another unit of them. That makes 3 units of Landwehr. Some cuirassiers, and I can see sneaking through the forest there. Looks like some skirmishing units, some Jaegers, and some Windbush Jaegers. And I'm advancing my cavalry here. I intended to bring them around my opponent's flank with cover of the forest, but I think they're going to be meeting those skirmishers in the forest at some point. You can see I've advanced my army forward to just about the middle of the map. I've stretched my lines to meet them, and you can see, let's take a look at this gun real quick. Here's the 20-pound unicorn guns. Getting some volleys off there. You can see the earth shake. And you can see the Austrians are kind of taking a split approach here. They're moving at least 3-4 of the units to my left flank here. It seems like they're going to try and meet me there, or match lines up, or even try and roll my flank. I'll do what I can to prevent that. Got some Fusiliers advancing through the forest. You can see what this must have looked like for a soldier advancing through the forest. You have a bit of cover here, and then all of a sudden you see these masses of lines ahead of you, and that had to be you know, a bit intimidating. Can't really see too much. And a lot of this battle does take place in the forest. That's why I'm coming down so low here, so you guys can get a look at you know, them exchanging fire here. You can see already on my right flank we have some exchanging fire here. My Opolchini. Somebody please correct me on that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I saw a cavalry unit skirting around trying to attack my flank, so I met them with my Cossacks, and they were able to rout those hussars. Now I'll keep my hussars in reserve there for when I need them. You can see they're moving their Landesschützen and their Fusiliers up the center here, maybe looking to attack the center of my line. You can see them advancing forward here. Looks like they're going to melee with my troops. Fusiliers. That's my musketeers right there. Yes, it is. You see a frantic battle in the middle there. The Austrians were getting you know, the worst end of the stick on that. The infantry in the volley battle, so it looks like they tried to took a huge artillery shot there. Took out about maybe 10 horses or so. But I did want to bring another unit around to that edge because I thought the Austrians might concentrate some power there. You can see I brought my Jaegers in to help one of my units that was in skirmish mode. There was a cavalry attack on this flank, and I was able to form into square, help repel the attack, and I brought my cavalry in to support. You can see some of these Russian Jaegers coming in from the side here. I recognized that, and I faced one of my units in that direction since there was no threat coming from the front. You can see the craters, the massive craters that my unicorn gun is leaving there. You know, doing some damage here. Took out some guys, but just an incredible gun. Very expensive, but it does a great job. You see those guys like struggling to get through that crater there. There's an explosion from it. Didn't quite make it to the ground. And they're pushing up their artillery there to try and get some better shots on my center, it looks like. 7-pound howitzer. Okay, let's take another look at the flank here. You know, I'm moving 2 units over to face these Jaegers. You know, I have the extra units in that area, and I don't want them, you know, rolling up my flank here, so I'm going to put some fire on them from 2 units. You can see they're looking red over there, pretty close to routing. My units are firing steadily away. My Jaegers against their Jaegers, but I have 2 units to 1, so they're not likely to win that battle. And if you look up at the radar map, you can see how many you know, shapes are blinking for the Austrian army in red, and my lines are holding pretty true. So you can see this battle in the middle here, where both of our lines are very thin. I got my musketeers going up there against their cuirassiers. We got some melee. We got some of my guys firing shots into the horses. A really, you know, nice little fight there. And looks like the cuirassiers are gonna rout. My Jaegers finally got that Austrian Jaeger unit to rout. I'm gonna start pushing my army forward here and you know, pinching in on some of the cavalry in the back there. I believe that's the general staff, and on this artillery unit who's still taking some shots at me. Let's watch them load their guns here. They have very nice hats, almost like a general staff type of hat. You know, a little unusual for artillery. Okay, you can see I'm pinching in on their left flank, trying to collapse it in here with infantry, and I'm bringing my cavalry in. I believe that's my Cossacks to attack their general unit here. You see they're you know, they're heading for the forest there for some cover, and at the last second they decide, hey, you know what, we're gonna fight. And that's a bad decision because you know, I take out their general right there. Somewhere in there, there's a dead general on the ground. And you know, my Cossacks with their overhead spears are just gonna quickly rout that unit. And I brought in my other cavalry to take out this artillery. So for the most part, the noose is tightened. There aren't many Austrian units left. I was able to you know, win on both flanks and you know, collapse my enemy in. And let's take a look at the results here.